let's take the shot. This is Matt, my boyfriend. He's been on here before. It's been a while. You might not recognize him if you're newer to the channel. A review for The Fifth Wave, the movie adaptation that just came out. It was so good. And this might turn into a series on my channel depending on how well this goes. Welcome to Cat Reviews, where I take one shot and he takes two and then we film a review for you. Haha. I like it. Do you guys like it? I don't know. Tell me if it's too cheesy. We might not do it ever again. Matt, do you read books?
No, never.
No. Do I read books? Yes. I have read the book, The Fifth Wave. Matt's also a very picky person when it comes to...
That's putting it lightly.
Yeah. He kind of bashes on things a lot.
I'm a movie buff. Definitely a movie buff. I don't read books, but I love movies. Love movies. I've seen so many movies.
In his,
so many.
In his long life. Let's do this. Let's start with some non-spoilery things.
Out of 5 stars, this movie gets a 1.5.
Wow, I'm surprised you even gave it that 0.5. I gave it a full 4.5 out of 5 stars. There were a little bit of things could have been done better, but overall I really thought it was an amazing adaptation. Do you want to talk about some general things so that people who haven't seen the movie yet can still watch?
From a pure like movie-going experience, it seemed really contrived. Like it's all been done before. Maybe the book was a lot better. I never read the book, but as far as a movie-going experience,
the book actually has a lot of mix. The fans are either hardcore fans or everyone hated it. I'm one of the lovers. So some general things that I really loved about it. It's really, really true to the book. There's not a lot missing as far as like what happens in the book pretty much happens in the movie. All the characters were there. They didn't do a whole lot of changing from what I remember. I read this book at the beginning of last year. This movie is super whitewashed. There's one kid who is of East Asian descent, I would guess.
And then like all the main characters are white.
There were some issues with some of the lines that our characters said I thought were a little cheesy. And the CGI / special effects weren't up to par for me. If you haven't seen the movie and you want to keep everything blank slate for you when you walk into that movie theater, then you're gonna be asked to leave. Bye, non-spoilery people!
Special effects, like there was some natural disaster type stuff that was in it. It was just like whatevs. Oh wait, what happened?
I really didn't like the green skull thing with the alien head during the fight scene in particular. When he's sitting and watching the like alien when he's first getting drafted or whatever, that part didn't bother me as much. When they're in the fight scene later, that was when I was really annoyed by it. And the weird like skull thing on it, I thought that was really cheesy. Like, and they like move like a fucking video game.
Not only did it look like a video game, that scene, but it looked like a video game from like the 1990s. I was thinking like maybe one of the reasons why they did that is because they were shooting them in the head when they were shooting them. This movie's probably rated PG-13. You can't have a lot of human death in PG-13 movies, especially people getting shot in the head. It distracted me completely from the action scene.
The scene with Evan, when you find out that Evan is an alien, he flies through the air like Edward Cullen. What happened? I don't remember anything from the books talking about the others actually having any sort of like supernatural fast ability or anything. He pulled a piece of metal off of the truck.
I've seen like a billion training scenes in like these post-apocalyptic movies or like dystopian movies. Probably bottom 10%.
I was considering the fact that this is like a child army, we also are seeing like the 7 and 8 year olds trying to train. I thought it was a decently chosen idea that the 2 little kids, they're in the forefront of that scene and they're terrible. Nugget and Teacup are supposed to be the runts, and it's what makes their platoon so awful. For the person who already knew that, it made sense to me, but obviously they didn't explain any of that in the movie.
I'm a like huge mixed martial arts fan. I know what actual fighting looks like, and like technically, and it's just like, I mean, I never expect fight scenes to look realistic, but you know.
It's right before she meets Evan when she duct tapes her shoe and she like rips her scarf, and there's that montage music happening, I was a little bit upset.
One of the things I noticed is how pristine everyone looks, like fucking camping in a post-apocalyptic world. The music was pretty vanilla. I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but like you get chills. I'll get like chills when the music's really, really good. I didn't experience any of that. This wasn't like a John Williams-esque. No characters really stand out in this movie at all to me. I don't care about anyone. I really don't. Everything felt really contrived to me and really just flat, tone deaf, boring.
Evan is the hottest person in the cast.
He might be he's very attractive, you know. I
love his eyebrows.
His eyebrows are on point, apparently. He's about as charming as dirt. That's about all that's special about him.
In relationship to what they're supposed to look like, they did a really good job casting these characters because they're supposed to be really young, except for Evan. So in relationship to just what they're supposed to look like, they did a really good job because all of these characters are supposed to be really young. Cassie and Ben Parrish are supposed to only be 16. Sammy is supposed to be like 7 or 8. So I think it was a really good choice in casting wise as far as like how they look. I think they did an amazing job. Evan is the hottest character we have, but he also was the flattest character in my opinion, and Matt is going to disagree with me. He's going to say that everyone was pretty flat. Evan is the only one that I noticed that I was just like, I'm not quite believing him. Evan is my choice. I don't like Ben and Cassie together. I like Evan and Cassie, so I was really disappointed to see that my OTP was not doing his job.
Hey, all I have to say is, I don't know like how special Ben is supposed to be in the story, but to me, like he was one of the most solid actors.
Yeah, he was really
good. He was as good as the B-level actor that was in the movie. Like probably the best actor, the biggest name that they have was that general guy.
I thought Ben did a really good job too. The thing that made me the most emotional was Sammy, his relationship with Cassie, the fact that this child is in a child war, watching that child with a gun. No. The second this movie starts, literally seconds into our movie watching, I was crying, and I cried multiple times throughout this movie because of Sammy, because I was already emotionally attached to Sammy.
Right.
Before I even started watching this film.
Cassie, the focus of the whole story. I would say that I liked her better. The only other thing I've seen her in is Kick-Ass 2, and Kick-Ass, and I liked her in those. I thought she was good. I thought she was cool. She's a decent actress. She was handed lemons, and she managed to squeeze a little bit of lemonade out of those lemons. So credit to her for actually being a decent actress and being able to, you know, make something of the little that was given to her.
Disagree with him about the writing as a whole. There were lines that I didn't like, but as a whole I didn't think the writing was too shitty. It was really good. I really like her as an actor, and I love her lips. Is that weird? My one issue with the casting and the acting, like a specific character that I really, really disliked, was the fucking southern white lady general person, whoever the fuck she was. I really didn't like her makeup. I thought that the makeup in general and the costuming were pretty fucking great. Like the costuming was great. I had 2 complaints in regards to like the makeup / costuming, and it was this lady, the southern lady who had the lipstick and the eyeliner and the whatever. She's a fucking military person and an alien. Why does she care so much what she looks like? I just found that really unrealistic. The southern accent, the like strong woman, scary woman aspect, and the makeup, all 3 put together was just a little bit over the top. Like, you're trying too hard. He kills her by bashing her head against the glass, and there was a lipstick stain. I laughed for like 3 minutes. The other makeup thing I had a problem with was the girl that I can't remember her name, but she's the one with all the eyeliner. And it wasn't necessarily the eyeliner, but I had a problem with how perfectly dyed her hair was. Because it's been 4 months and your hair is dyed black. There's no way that shit is still dyed black. What are you doing in the post-apocalyptic world?
That's not the only complaint I have about that chick. When she was delivering her lines, holy shit, I felt like I was gonna fucking vomit.
Yeah, it felt a little bit too try-hard.
It was so forced.
I did really like the scene when she first shows up and she like cuts him in the throat or something. The scene when Evan is in the water and he's washing himself.
Oh my god.
So he rolled his eyes so hard and then, oh my god, it in my face, and I was so annoyed.
I'm like, clearly this movie isn't for me.
As the female population, We spent how many fucking decades watching the girl get the shower scene and no guys being naked at all, that I was just like, fuck yeah.
No, I get it. Well, she's a high schooler, and I mean,
well, it's fine. The post-apocalyptic world, 16 and 22, that's not that much age difference.
17, he's 25.
No, 16. She's supposed to be 16.
She's 16, he's 25.
He's supposed to be like 22 or 23.
Well, he's clearly older than that. But,
Well, but she's also older than that.
I wonder how old he actually is.
You want to Google it? Dude, we're 14 and a half years apart. You do not get to complain about the age difference.
I didn't start dating you in high school. It felt like blatant ripoffs. Like the CGI of the alien when they showed it was like, okay, I know it's all fake, right? Because it's like the alien showing the humans. And it's not real. And it's Dave with spikes. They live with shitty fucking graphics. This fucking movie in the 1980s where you wear these sunglasses and you can see like the bad guys or whatever, and they're aliens, right? And then the third one is Aliens, the movie. If you're gonna copy a style, please do it in a like new and better way. This has been done like so many times where, I don't know, this type of story has been done before, it's been done better. Terrible as far as like a movie going experience, like it was so bad. And
but I disagree.
My wrap up is shit that's already been done a billion times and done way better, more seamless. Don't go watch this.
It was an amazing adaptation. If you loved The Fifth Wave, the book, go watch the movie because it was fan-fucking-tastic. So good. And as a moviegoer, I would say try it. You never know. If you really can't afford it, then just wait for the rental, but watch it regardless. I really loved it.
I won't be watching the sequel if they actually come out with one at all. Watch it.
That's everything we have for you today. Comment down below what your thoughts were on the movie. If you have any, what was your rating? What did you like? What did you dislike? Make sure
you hate me?
Do you hate him or me? I don't know. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed one of our agreements. I mean, you have to agree with at least one of us, right?
Right, because it's so polarizing. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And also comment down below if you're interested in making this a series. If you want to see Matt back for movie adaptation
they're
reviews.
gonna hate me. They're like,
I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!